What's your name?
Oh, I'm Kendall.
Kendall.
I'm a sophomore math major, chemistry minor from Decatur, Georgia.
My name is Caitlin Johnson. I'm from Monroeville, Alabama, and I am a mechanical engineer major, a sophomore.
Hey, nice.
My name is Joshua Tyler. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm studying aerospace engineering.
My name is Neef Davis. I'm a computer science major.
Yeah.
This is my first year. I'm a freshman from Montgomery, Alabama.
My name is Jalen Jackson. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm an animal science major.
My name is Robert Manning. I'm a mechanical engineer major. I'm from Inglewood, California. I'm a freshman.
Oh, yeah, I'm a freshman too.
Oh, well, my name is Brian Buckner, but everybody here call me Buck. But, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I study occupational therapy.
I want to teach on a collegiate level.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What inspired that?
I've always been kind of good at math,
Yeah.
but in high school I kind of skated by. But in my senior year in high school, my calculus teacher, she made me realize, she pushed me to my full potential and stuff like that. And I realized, I like this math shit,
Yeah.
And then I did a couple programs over the summer tutoring kids, and I was like, okay, maybe I like teaching. And I did have the older kids, and I was like, I think I can make a career off this.
Yeah. Obviously, I would assume that all of you chose to come to an HBCU. Is there a reason why?
Get away from the fast life.
Yeah.
It's not my life yet.
Who do you think you are?
Hey.
If coming to an HBCU, you find more of a brotherhood.
Yeah.
Without even joining a fraternity yet. Mm-hmm. It's just like coming out here, you find guys that you feel like I knew these guys for a couple months, but I feel like I knew them for years.
Yeah.
Just coming out here because you grow up from a different background, but the success rate or the success path is still the same. We all want to get out of here. So that's how we look out for each other.
That's how I feel. These my brothers. I'm just not me, man. But that's how I feel about them. This is my roommate. And I feel like I knew him forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Honestly, bro, money.
That's real.
Coming here and experiencing, I really didn't know what to expect when I came here and stuff like that. But experiencing, I'm glad I made the choice that I did.
Yeah.
And I'm graduating without any debt is always a plus.
How have you guys enjoyed your HBCU experience?
Hey.
Oh,
living my best life.
Have you enjoyed your HBCU experience?
Yeah, living my best life out here.
Yeah, we have fun.
That's the only thing we do is have fun. But
have fun to get our work done.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And did y'all all just meet in class, or how'd you guys?
No, we all stay in the same dorm and the same floor, same side of the floor.
Yeah.
We can't go nowhere. I walk out to the bathroom, I see him.
Yeah.
And I don't be trying to look for him no more.
So we always run into each other.
Yeah.
It's different because I attended a PWI my summer before going into my freshman year.
Yeah.
And the environment there and the environment here is totally different.
Yeah.
Here is more so of a family, and everybody just gets along. It's just you can always count on somebody. Whatever you need, you can always count on somebody. And it's also life lessons, whenever you have to work for whatever you want here, because they're not just going to hand you anything. Mm-hmm. It prepares you for the real world. So
totally.
It's pretty nice here.
Yeah. I know, even from my own personal experience, I've learned so much about being a black woman while being immersed in black culture, a black community, versus going to a PWI or going to a place where it's majority, not minority. So can you even just share one or two things that you've learned just about yourself or being a black woman?
Yes. Here, I have learned to love myself more no matter what anybody says.
Yeah.
Because everybody is always going to be somebody that you think going to look better than you. But you should always tell yourself, you're beautiful no matter what. And so I got a lot of self-love here.
Mm-hmm.
And also I learned to work more with people here. Because I didn't really associate with people at first. But now it's when you're forced to talk to somebody, it helps you way more. It opens you up, and it helps with your speaking skills and stuff. So I am trying to get better on that too.
Yeah, totally. Can you even just speak to the importance of having HBCUs in America?
Yes.
Like, why is that important?
I feel like having an HBCU is very important because you learn a lot of your history here. Like, we learn a lot of our roots here. We take African American history classes in literature. And so you learn more so of a lot of your roots here. These are the same buildings from 1881.
Wow.
And it's beautiful.
Can you even just share where are you from one more time?
Yes. So I'm from Monroeville, Alabama, which is where To Kill a Mockingbird took place. And so Harper Lee, the writer of the book, she passed away a couple years ago, but on her passing, she released Go Set a Watchman, and she just explains like how it's still racism that goes on in Monroeville. It's very divided where I'm from. Like, it's 2 different high schools. Like, we go to one high school and the Caucasians go to the other, and it's 2 different Christmas parades. Like, everything is separated. It's nothing done together. It's 2 different little league baseball teams. Like, it's nothing done together in my hometown. And so I didn't really have contact with many Caucasians. Like, it was 1 or 2 that went to our school, but just growing up around, like, even as I go home now, I always get racism through in my face, and it's just, I want to make a change there, because even Harper Lee releasing the book, she knows it still goes on, and it's been going on for so long, but nobody's trying to change it. Like, we turn every corner and we see different Confederate flags, and we can't even have a parade together. So I don't know, I just want to change it, and just got to figure out how am I going to change it.
They keeping it to themselves more. Like, back then I feel like they would let you know that they were racist. Instead of, well, not they, but people in general. They would let you know if they were racist or not, but now it's more like they keep it to themselves and they don't really say much.
I feel as with race, I feel like race is becoming like different races and different, cultures are starting to be accepted more because it just seems like we all want to adapt with each other and know what we all about. But the fact of racism, like Jalen said, that it's more sneaky. You don't know who really is out there like that or who really is, you know.
Well, James Baldwin said, head ass, to be an informed black person in America is to be perpetually enraged. It's kind of paraphrase a little bit. I can't remember the exact quote. That's basically what it means. And I am kind of like always mad but I also like, read into this kind of stuff, so I was like, okay, what can we do to fix this? Like, and like me being like a black queer woman in America, it's like, well, damn, black and women. Like, I got 3 like different platforms to worry about, and like I'm always excluded in one. Like, or if I want to do something with the black community, oh, well, you're gay. Or if I want to do something with women, oh, well, you're black. Oh, if I want to do something like, in the gay community, there's a lot of internal racism in the gay community and stuff like that. So it's almost like, trying to pick a platform and having to choose sides. And, well, gay people want to be like, well, saying the F word is like saying the N word. And it's like, you know, and it's like kind of the same like system and stuff like that. So it's very difficult. But being a black person in America, like, as hard as it is, I love that shit. like it's cool. Like, everybody wants to look like me. Everybody wants to dress like me. And I don't know, it fuels me. Into like being the best in what I can be, like, no matter what I'm around.
Even the different places you came from, is it different? Is it the same? Because I know y'all are all from, I think only 2 of y'all are from like the same city.
It's different. I feel
it's
like
totally different. It's totally different.
It's totally different. How so?
It's a lot slower.
Way slower than the city.
Alabama, I feel like it's just way more prejudice. Just not white and black, but everybody. Growing up in Alabama, it was always like racial profiling and stuff.
Well, coming from a big city, it's just like coming here, it slows you down and humbles you more, make you appreciate most of the things that you have that you don't have. So it just make you focus on school and building lifelong relationships with each other.
Yeah, that's kind of the same with me too, because I'm from South Central, and it's like certain things you're just not supposed to do. And here, it's like people, I don't know if they don't think about it or they're just different. It's just a different way they were raised. So.
Yeah, to go out with Rob, like I never thought I'd meet anybody from LA because I never knew anybody from LA.
Yeah.
But being out here, it's just like you meet so many different people from all over, not just from the U.S., from the world.
Yeah.
And it's just like takes you back. Like it's so much I didn't see, so much I got to experience just coming to this one school.
Yeah. Do you think how you guys grew up or even the places that you're from shaped your HBCU experience?
Yeah, a lot. I think it did. Yeah.
How so?
Just the way we go about how approaching people, how the people approach us, how they act towards us, etc.
You want to go a little bit deeper into that? What do you mean by how they approach you?
I mean, sometimes people could approach you a different way. You could be like, "Where you from? That don't matter. Like that's weird. Or that's not cool."
Yeah.
To go out with him, like I was more reserved back at home. Like I didn't know who I could trust, who to talk to, because you know different people. You know some people that don't like the people that you know. Being out here, everybody asks like, "What's up with you?" And like this in Alabama in general, Alabama people look you in your face before they say something. Where I'm from, that's like a no-go. It's just like, why you staring at me, guy? But it's just being out here. You just grow accustomed to like everybody more friendly. Yeah. And I'm not used. That's weird to say. It's just not used to people being so friendly.
Yeah. I'm used to it.
Yeah, you from it.
Yeah, you from across the street.
You from down the street.
You down to everybody.
Yeah.
Just like the black community's access to certain opportunities that or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Because like growing up, like going to school in the south side of DeKalb County, like it was where the black folks stayed. We didn't have a lot, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have the stuff that the people on the north side had. So like having to like, look even harder for these opportunities, like having to search, whereas people on the north side, like stuff was just granted to them. So just like, especially with education, it was very difficult, and that's why I commend people who like went to public schools and are like going out to these like big universities and succeeding, like given their circumstances. So just like educational like advancement in the black community, that would be my platform. Being like an aspiring educator. For example, like things are being taken away in our community, like certain classes, tutoring programs, because of lack of funding. So I'm sitting with someone with all these resources. I'm like, hey, yo, fund us, like give us these kinds of things. Like my AP calculus class in my high school, like wasn't a thing this year because like nobody wanted to teach it. Yeah. Like black people were scared of math. Black people don't need to be scared of math type shit. But we're scared of it because we don't really know how to like face it. We don't know how to face it because we don't have the resources to face it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then I would even venture to ask this question: do you guys think that racism could end in America?
No.
No, why not?
I feel like that.
It's an ongoing cycle.
I feel like that's always going to be taught.
Yeah, it's from generation to generation.
Because it may never be the same races, but it's always going to be one race. I feel like it's superior.
Yeah.
And have to feel superior.
Exactly. And so I feel like we'll always play a cat and mouse. Like where we get close to people are finally accepting everybody, then it'll flip. You never know who wants that or who was out for the other. So I feel like that's an ongoing cycle that can only be like quieted and then it's brought up again within a few years.
So correct me if I'm wrong, so essentially what you guys are saying is that you don't believe that racism could end in America, right? And then off of that, I would say, what would it look like or what would need to happen for it to end? So your thought process is it can't, but if anything could happen and you could implement that and put it into place, what would it be to ensure that it does end?
I mean, you can't really change how people think, but if I could do something, it would be to make everybody more open to see, like, that everybody is the same and everybody can do the same things.
Create something where we all could come together and do something with.
I would create something like, people come together with like different things and programs like art.
Yeah.
Like art has no gender, no bias. It's like when you do it, it's a masterpiece. No matter who did it, you consider an artistic genius. I just feel like with art, that's the way people come together. If you got more programs like that, or if you got programs where you just grabbing different kids and just making them like it starts with the youth because the generations ahead of them implemented the concrete.
Yeah.
And so once we start with our youth and we raise them up, like saying that the person next to you is no better than who you are. Yeah. That's when I feel like racism can finally change.
Yeah. That's interesting. Dang, that's deep.
I think his thing would just be like embracing love, no matter what, because that's what his like whole message was. He's like, I'm doing all this because I love you, because I want to save this world, and he wants to save us. So all you need is love.
All you need is love. Dang. Do you think that we have any voices in our generation that have that same message?
Definitely. You got DeRay, you got Amanda Stanberg, you got Yara Shahidi. Like, not even people on like that huge of a level, just people like, you know, on our campus who are outspoken, or like just people like even like going to high school, people who care about stuff. Like, because all you got to do is like care and like be brave enough to like speak up about it. Yeah.
So you've got those guys as your examples. Mm-hmm. And then I would say that for you, do you feel like you fall in that category? And if not, what would you say you could do to be?
I used to. I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of went into my shell a little bit in college. But I mean, if I just adapt the same things, like just being outspoken more, getting my space out more, just stuff like that. Yeah, I could be up there with them. Yeah, with the activists.
Do you think we need you?
Yeah. Everybody needs everybody.
Yeah. What would you say would be the thing holding you back?
Myself.
Yourself?
Yeah. Okay. Everybody's biggest obstacles themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
In some way, form, or fashion.
If Jesus were a 21-year-old college student today, what do you think he would have to say, or what do you think he would do in regards to race and racism in America?
To be honest, I feel like he'll get ignored half of the time.
Yeah.
Like, because he's 21. Like, people like, why is he talking to us? He's about the same age as us. We in the same age range. Yeah. So I feel like some people ignore him. Like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I agree, but at the same time, I disagree. Because when you hear a strong ideal and somebody's like backing it, like somebody's really going for their idea, it's like you hear about it one day and they're like, oh, they stopped talking about it, so you know they're not for real about it.
Yeah.
But you keep hearing the same guy, same place, same thing in your ear every day. I feel like he'll start getting a following.
Yeah.
You know? But I feel like what he'll say about today is, it's just, you know, we too divided. Yeah. Everybody's so me. They want to take for themselves and get ahead with the next thing. They got the big job, the nice car. You know, they don't care about who helped them get there.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's how people are growing divided within races and within like just society.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
If he was walking around, I feel like there wouldn't be so much confusion, because, as they say, God is a God of order, not disorder. And I feel like it wouldn't be so much confusion from the government. I mean, we're always going to have problems. But if he was walking around, I feel like it wouldn't be so wicked and cruel as it is today.
Yeah.
Just because of like who he was and the type of influence that he had, I feel like he would get the people that have a deep type of relationship with him. I feel like he would get their attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like there's always going to be people to go against what's good or what everybody think is good.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I feel like Jesus, if he was here now, it would be a lot different.
Can you guys pinpoint anything that you think that difference would look like?
Oh, it's like
the way we interact with each
other.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'd be more willing to interact with each other without fear. You know, like this person is going to accept me for who I am.
Yeah. More willing to forgive and not hold grudges.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dang. Can we go into that a little bit? Just a little bit? Willing to forgive and not hold grudges. So then my question to you would be, what is stopping us today from doing that?
Our pride.
Our pride?
The way we grew up. The way our parents taught us how to be. How if a person treats you this way, treat them like that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I was taught to forgive and not hold grudges. So that's the way I am.
Yeah. So. The next person was taught, like, if somebody wrong you don't do nothing. You kick them out your life. You get rid of them. Yeah. And so I feel like there's a lot of wrongdoings that you get a look past. You know, if Jesus was here. But I just feel like it's a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know how to elaborate.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for
Kendall. Yeah. Really appreciate your presence on the couch.
My gang out there, Melanin Nation, Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Central, YouTube Live. Check us out.